Hi guys, it's Sam here with Bargain.hunting.blonde, and today I am bringing you a comparison video between my Herbag Zip 31 in the retourné style, my Herbag Zip 31 in the Celia style, and my vintage Herbag in the 30 style. So let's dive in. This has been requested a couple times and I finally am getting around to doing it. So the vintage bag, let's start with that. So first things first with the vintage bag is that the main way you can tell it's vintage is two things. One, most of the time when you buy a vintage bag, it comes with a second canvas pouch. And two, there is no zip pocket on the back of the bag. So the Herbag was a bag that was released previously and then it came back out in the middle of the 2010s, if I remember correctly. And this is, again, a vintage one. So you can definitely find the vintage bags. They normally call this the Herbag PM, especially if you're looking at Japanese resellers. They come in a variety of different leathers on top, like different colors. They're normally an untreated leather, which smells great if you ask me. And then they normally do come with a second pouch. So to be a complete set for a vintage bag, you have the pouch, which these can vary, the pouches can vary in color. This is just the most common, is this coated white canvas. Then you have the uncoated black canvas. You have the key bell with clochette with 2 keys in it. You have a lock. And then you have, let me open the bag, what I'm going to call the stopper. I don't know what it is actually referred to, but you will see it right there. It is in the leather that matches the bag. So I actually initially had bought a vintage Herbag, not knowing that this stopper is essential for the bag staying together, and it did not have that. And that, if you do not buy it with that piece, you will need to get something to put in that slot to keep this bag together, to keep it from falling apart. So I would say if you can, try to buy the vintage one with as much of a complete set as possible. To me, it does not matter if the bag has its dust bag or if it has a box, but I do really appreciate it having the 2 little canvas sacks for the bag. It can be taken apart by taking off these little rivets right there that say Hermes Paris. And it is very similar to the current Herbag in the sense that this is a non-adjustable strap that is raw leather on the inside. You can get these price-wise now for, I'd say, between $500–600 and about $1,500 depending on the condition that it's in. I see them a lot of times on Fashion File, which can be more expensive, for about the $800–900 range with the 2 sacks. I should also point out that sometimes they are missing this strap, and I really do like the strap, so I recommend trying to get the strap with the set as well. So that is the vintage one. Measurements wise, before we go to the new one, you do have the length is 12 inches, the height is 9 inches, and the width is 5 inches. The drop on this handle is 2.5. So technically this is a 30, and the newer one is a 31. So next, I'm going to just use the retourné for the newer bags to show you because it is the most similar to the vintage one. Retourné is referring to the stitching being on the inside, much like a Kelly. This is my Herbag Zip 31 in fauve on the top, and then the canvas is beaten, so it's a little off the white color, and it is a different color than the vintage as well. It's got a little bit of like a gray tone to it, which I do appreciate. This does have the permabrass hardware, still do have the sticker on it. One way very easily, like I mentioned, to tell if this is a vintage or not bag is this zippered pocket on the back, which I think honestly is very ideal. It makes it really easy to get your phones, get anything you might need, because getting into the opening of these bags is not the easiest. This does retail for more than a vintage one. When I bought these, they were in the $2,675 range. I happened to see one a couple days ago on the Hermes website, and I believe they are now $2,975. That might have just been the one I saw because they do range in price. They will do limited edition ones. They will do ones with different canvas, and that will all vary the price. But this one for a full set also has the strap. It does have, open this, an interior pouch, which is attached to the side right there. You can take it off. So this is the interior pouch. It does have a leather stopper, as you guys can see, much like the vintage one, though it does not have that little like keychain on it. And you only really are going to be removing this when you are taking off the rod on the back of the bag. And it does have this back zip pocket, which does not come off, I don't believe. Let me confirm, because you can basically take this whole bag apart. There is also a key bell and a lock with this. I just don't put it on the bag at the moment because the lock will wear off on the leather. So that is a full set for this bag, very similar to the full set for the other bag, though you do have the back zip pouch, the interior zip pouch, and you do not get another full canvas bag with the current Herbag Zip 31. Oh, measurements. I should give you measurements before I put this down. So this is, again, 12 inches across, though they call this the 31, and I have seen the vintage one referred to as the 30, which would make them a centimeter difference. Your height is 9.75 inches. Your depth is 4 inches. Your drop is a little greater on this one at 3 inches, and then your full strap is 18. The measurements remain the same with the coated Celia version. The difference with this one is, again, the coated canvas, which makes it much more durable, and the Celia. So you do have this outer stitching on the bag. It makes it look a little more formal. This also does have the zippered pocket on the back, the zippered pocket on the interior, same measurements. So I have been asked numerous times, would I go Preloved because they can be much cheaper, or would I go with the newer versions? And honestly, I am torn because slight camera issue. I prefer the zipped pocket on the back, but I really do like that the vintage one comes with this extra little bag. So it is really a toss-up, and there's also a giant price difference. I do think if you think that the opening is fiddly, then you should go with the newer one with the back zip pocket, because this really does make it so much easier to get things in and out of the bag. So pros of the vintage. Versatile because you can change out this piece, makes it so easy. Kelly vibes for much, much cheaper. Cons, no back pocket, and it can be difficult to get a full set on the vintage market, and fiddly opening, which brings me to the newer style, which pros, back pocket. Love the back pocket. Another pro, interior removable pouch, great. Again, same Kelly vibes for cheaper. Cons, these can be hard to find in store. I know sometimes people are told they need to have some sort of sales history with the brand to buy one. And two, still the fiddly opening. So if the fiddly opening bothers you, the Herbag probably is not for you at all. But I will say that it's pretty easy to, especially the more vintage ones, to like close this bag. That's it, closed. So if you are thinking, maybe I like it, but I don't want to really struggle with new leather like this one, the vintage one will be broken in. You will have no issues. So if you like these sort of videos, handbag reviews, handbag reveals, handbag comparisons, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is twice a week. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.